everyone. Welcome to my page, Messages for Venus. So this video is going to be a topic that may concern a few people, but it's in regards to how I feel towards white people. I know a lot of people have watched my videos, the Black Lives Matter video, the Black Woman is God video, the videos that I've made in regards to getting rid of all of my whitewashed decks, or decks that only represent one ethnicity of people. It's not a race, because you're just one human race. You're one race. Like the animal kingdom, we're part of a kingdom on this planet. We have the animal kingdom, we have and then we have the human race, right? Okay. A lot of people might have seen these videos and might have said, oh, well, she hates white people, or she doesn't like white people, or look how she talks about white people. Oh, white people came from the Caucasus Mountains, because you're thinking about a skin color. You're not thinking about white people in here. When you come to my channel and you watch this video and you hear me talk about white people, and of course I got a notification. Anyway, and you hear me talking about white people, I'm talking about white people, like the mental state of being of people, not white people, okay? I'm not a racist. I am not a person who is closed-minded. I'm not ignorant in any way, shape, or form, nor are my ancestors, nor were they ignorant when they were in this in the physical realm, nor are they ignorant now being in the spiritual realm. Just like, I absolutely hate it. I've been attacked so many times, to the point where I was at a previous job, and of course there was some parasite, I know she was not white, showing everyone my videos and what I was saying about white people, just to get me fired, just to get people to react to me. I'm not a racist. The fact that you watch my videos and think that I am a racist out of all people, then you're the problem. Then that's how you think about yourself. Then when you hear certain things like me empowering my people, whether that people is white, black, pink, purple, you're my people, because I am for the human race. I am for planet Earth. I am for this galaxy, okay? I am for the forward movement of the human race as a whole. So when you hear me speaking about how I feel about a white people, or your white, or white people's ancestors, meaning white people in a sense where, again, it's the thought of being white, and where you only see one thing, you don't see the entire picture. In my definition of a white person is that person that does have DNA from the Caucasus Mountains. Not all white people have DNA from the Caucasus Mountains, even though when I did my Black Lives Matter video, I said, everyone knows, and I quote myself, and you can go back to that video and search it, fucking research it. I said, everyone knows that white people come from the Caucasus Mountains, but when I refer to white people on my channel, in my life, you need to know, and I always tell people that so that I don't offend people, you need to know, and saying your place over there on the other side of the screen, is that when I refer to white people, I'm talking about people that are fucking racist, that they don't give a fuck about anybody but people that look a certain way, that think a certain way, that are part of some sort of financial category, that they're not part of democracy at all. They're not. In any way, shape, or form, they're not. They don't have, they have a lot of antiquated movements, and they do believe in the power of slavery, which I am going to explain in this video that I do understand. However, I am not a racist, okay? I do not hate white people. If I'm sitting next to a white person, I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, this person's white. Oh my gosh, this and that. Or my son is not gonna get married to a white girl. My son could possibly get married to not just a white girl, but he can get married to a white girl that's Jewish, Irish, Indian, whatever. And have this person be white in skin complexion. However, what I am not going to be okay with is, number one, whether you lie on my child, cheat on my child, right? If that was the case, if I'm such a racist and I'll be against white people's skin complexion, right? I would think if that white person marries my child, they cheat, they sell my child out to some sort of something, because nowadays, in this spiritual realm, and also the millennials and the generation, the XY generation that's coming after the millennials, you guys are going to be in other type of frequencies. And yes, people are going to sell each other out, whether that is in a spiritual contract, whether that is a physical contract, whether that is a financial contract. You're going to have to either sell somebody out, something's going to happen, right? Like, for example, I've had ex-boyfriends that have lied and cheated on me. that is selling me out. You're selling me out to lower frequencies, to lower vibrations, because now I'm depressed. Now I was upset. Now I was in financial ruin. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope you guys are coping with me. So no, I'm not a fucking racist. I love white people. Let me tell you why I love white people. Why? Because white people have excelled in many, many ways. Even though they have had to tumble people down, and including my people, like your ancestors, they have had to tumble their way up, right? They have had to discover the fuckery that their ancestors put them through. And that shit is hurtful. That shit brings the frequency of our planet down, because they themselves sometimes don't even know. For example, we have people like Ben Affleck, who was pro-human, pro-humanity, pro-black people, pro-everyone, right? And then he went on this show and they told his ass that his great-grandfather, I think it was his great-grandfather, was a fucking slave owner. Okay, that shit is shocking. He was on the screen like, what the fuck are you saying to me? And he didn't know that, you know, and that's hurtful, right? So I love white people. They are in the same frequency as black people, and where we're discovering that we have been abused and that we are being attached to, we have been attached to being called ignorant, when in reality, the original indigenous, the original blueprints were black people of this planet, before the Egyptians, before all of this esoteric knowledge that we believed in. And then some indigenous people live separate from the modern world, are still on this planet, and if you look them up, if you do your research, they're all black in skin complexion. However, again, I reiterate, I do not hate white people, right? Do I think that that indigenous people are better than white people in a sense? No, because they're all human, right? White people are products of black people mixing their genes either with different ethnicities on this planet. That's how white people got here. You might have your theories. Also, they were mixed breeds of those who infiltrated the indigenous people who were black in skin complexion, but they were never white here. There was people on this planet who were white in skin complexion, right? Some people like albinos. It says it in the Bible, it says it in a lot of religious books, and you can trace it back, right? So there were albinos, people that had different genes, that had whiter skin complexion with black features, or black people features, I quote, black people features, and they were already on this planet. Their genes mixing with black people, meaning like with my skin complexion, mixing together created the white man in skin complexion. That's how the fuck that shit happens. And then there's other occasions where there were parasites in the Caucasus Mountains. There were fucking parasites and beings within the Caucasus Mountains that for one reason or another were released and mixed themselves with the people that were already inhabiting this planet, that had already inhabited this planet, that had the original blueprint, the original DNA, is what I'm saying, right? And so being a black person, being a black person, being a Dominican, Hispanic, Latina, whatever you want to call me, a mixed breed, whatever you want to call me, I have to give face for my people, and the facts are the facts. And we're living in a world today where the facts are being shown to people, right? There are also white extraterrestrials. So why the fuck am I gonna hate white people? I would never say that shit. However, I don't like white people that don't see any color. They don't see where we're going in the future, where in the future there's going to be so many mixed breeds and so many mixed people that we're going to be forced to acknowledge the human race, because we're not acknowledging the human race. And that is the whole point of mixed breeds and the XY generation, and also the millennials. It's because they don't give a fuck. It's because they're seeing what's in here and what's in here, right? They're seeing what's in their chakras, in your heart chakra, and also your third eye and your sixth senses. They're not seeing fucking skin complexion. They don't give a fuck. However, would I personally date someone that's white? I have dated white people before. Yes, I have. Yes. Would I prefer someone that either it looks like me with skin complexion? Yes. You know why? Because I have a certain level of trauma, and that's from my ancestors. Why? I'll explain myself. My great grandmother was Haitian, and she was black. She was indigenous from the Dominican Republic, It's one fucking piece of land, whether there's two countries there, but it's one piece of land. But she was from Haiti. She married my grandfather, who was Dominican because he was born in the Dominican Republic. However, his family lineage comes from Spain, and he also has Jewish DNA and background within his own background. Marrying or mixing those breeds created my family, who are Dominican today, right? Me learning the struggles that my grandmother in her time must have gone through with having mixed children that don't look like her and don't look like their father, they just look like something else, is the reason why I would never date someone that does not physically look like me. Do you understand? And I hope you guys understand. Please comment below and tell me that you guys understand where I am coming from. I do not hate white people. Another reason why I don't hate white people is because during my research, my spiritual, how long have I been talking? 10 minutes. During my spiritual research and research in regards to galactic beings, I have found that yes, there are galactic beings or Aryan looking beings, whether they're coming from this galaxy, because this galaxy is not made out of our solar system. There's a fucking difference if you didn't know. Now you know. They are different beings. There are beings that look like cats, that look like lions, and these beings are real. These beings have been recorded. Okay? So I feel like it would be injustice. It would be an injustice for me to do what white people have done to our own race, to our own people, and where they have tried to annihilate a piece of the human race. Like, for example, Hitler, who was paid off by Americans, by Jewish Americans that were already here to do what the fuck he did. That's hurtful shit. So a Jewish person going back into their history and learning that their own people sold them out is going to fucking hurt. So why would I hate somebody that has all that pain inside of their DNA, just like I have all that pain in my DNA and in my consciousness, in my subconscious? That's disgusting. Going back to the galactic beings, there are a ridiculous amount of galactic beings that we have interacted with, and there's others that we have not interacted with that are white. You know, you're not going to sit here and tell me that all of them came from the Caucasus Mountains. Maybe that was something ignorant of me to do, and if I've offended anybody, I apologize from now. I apologize, because that was not the intention, and it's not what I meant. But if I offended you from that video, then I apologize now. It's ridiculous how the same people that tell me, oh Madeline, you're racist because, oh, you know what, your people need to get the fuck over it. Bitch, fuck you. What are you saying? Bitch, fuck you. Okay, my people are never going to get over it, just like your people never gonna or your people or my people are never gonna get over the fact that you motherfuckers enslaved, that your ancestors enslaved half the fucking world. And you can say that about people, the Moors, and how they had white quote unquote slaves, but you can say that about your fucking God. I can speak to a Christian and say, bitch, fuck you, because your God talks about slavery all the time, and he has rules and regulations in your book, in your biblios, in your Helios biblios, right, in your book, in your holy scriptures, that slavery is okay. So don't come for me and tell me, oh Madeline, you're a racist, because I'm not. I'm here for everyone. And if I was a divine feminine, and as I am as a piece of her, as a divine feminine that I am, and if I was the creator, the being, the soul, whatever, if I was Sophia today and I'm looking at my creation, I would never say that shit. I would never say that shit. You know why? Because Sophia created a being who was half snake and half lion, and he was a white. I'm sure she would not hate him. And the original depictions of her was black, as a black woman. If you go back into history, not his history, but real history. So don't come into my page, don't come into my page, don't come into my life, don't come into my workspace telling me that I hate white people, because I don't. I don't fucking like what was done. I don't like what was done to my people, because I've discovered so much, and it's so much hatred, right? I don't hate white people. I hate white people here. I hate those people that also look like me, that sold their own people out in their own tribes to people like Christopher Columbus, etc. Those are white people to me also. You're a fucking coon. You need to go. Cut. Bye. Gone. You're also white. I consider you white. Okay, so when you come to my channel, know not to think that I am against white people. I'm against white people and the white thought, okay, and the whole "you're a slave" shit, you know, "you're a slave" movement. And I'll make more videos about it in regards to slavery and the mentality of slavery and where it actually comes from and what happened and how we felt, etc., etc. So you guys will be seeing more videos in regards to that during the span of the year, and also during next year as well. So I just wanted to clarify that I am not racist, okay? And what I think, okay? Do I say things to coworkers, to my friends, and I'm like, you know what, these people, they don't like us? Because it's the fucking fact. Because it's you. There's people that do think that they think of themselves as superior than other people, and they're allowed to say things like, you know, for example, I'm a paralegal and I work with lawyers, and I've worked in places where I've heard people say, you know, oh, I don't like those people. But if you were to say that about their people, and these are Jewish people, white people, whatever you want to call, whatever you want to call them, people that don't look like me. That's what I'm saying. So from other ethnicities, so and they tell a black person, or they'll tell black clients behind their back, or Spanish clients behind their back, oh, I don't really like those people. But if you say something about, you know, those people, meaning their own people, or how the fuck they look, it's a fucking problem. And that's fucked up. Okay, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. That is extremely fucked up. Because those people get you your fucking money. Okay? Those people are the ones that pay your fucking ass to sit and pretend to work all day. Okay? So it's fucked up. It's fucked up, because you guys, there's people that like to turn tables. So when they hear black people in their power, and they would see people, and when I mean they, I mean, again, white people, right? It's the thought, the fucking emptiness, the fucking void. And they were to know that some sort of Messiah were to come back and try to save his people, meaning the people of this planet, meaning this world, okay? Regardless of the fuckery that's been going on, they'll be the first ones to cut that motherfucker off, or try to, or attempt to cut him off from his throne, or his or her throne. Who knows? Maybe it's a girl. You know? That's fucked up. But oh, I'm not a racist. Oh, look, she's a racist. Oh, she doesn't like white people. Or she doesn't like to interact with them. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck you. You know? That's sad. That's sad. That is sad. Okay? That's sickening. That means you're the fucking racist. When you speak like that, that means you're the fucking fuck up. You're the racist. Okay? When you say things like, oh, I hate when women say things like, oh, a black woman would never give birth to a white person. Bitch, if I marry a white person, my kids are going to be white, whether they have my features or not. Okay? You know? Like, what is going on with the noodles of people in these days, you know? What the fuck is going on? Or when some people see a white woman having a black child, and they think it's like the worst thing on the planet, or you think it's like the freakiest thing on the planet. Nigga, fuck you. You know, it's not freaky. She probably has a black, like one of the parents were probably black, or one of the parents were probably white in skin complexion. Okay, and I have that accent because of the bullshit that happened in the South. And I have a lot of viewers. I see my statistics and my analytics. I see who watches me and who doesn't watch me. You know, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Where the world still has that mindset, and where kings and queens, or princesses like Meghan Markle, who's technically not a princess, but she's really is a princess because she's married to a prince, so she can't be anything less, whether you want to call her that or not. It's what she is. And where people still find that freaky and weird. What? What? Huh? That's crazy. That's crazy. We're about to enter in the age of Aquarius. No matter what happens, no matter what moves forward, it doesn't matter. No matter whether the Jewish people get their Messiah, whether freaking, I don't know, whether Christians get their Jesus Christ, it doesn't fucking matter. Why am I getting notifications? Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's just one being that's going to come into the planet and speak to you. It's not going to change the whole fucking world, but maybe they'll speak to you and change your world, and so therefore it'll be a domino effect. Now what? I do that shit every day on here. I've been talking for 20 minutes just trying to explain to people that I'm not a racist, because I'm not. Did I get rid of all of my whitewashed texts? Yeah, because the world isn't white anymore. Okay? The Rider Waite Smith, okay, I'll take it, because it's like, it's the original blueprint. And that's the problem. You guys don't respect the original blueprint. You can't go back and swallow that pill that the original blueprint was people that actually look like me. Bitch, you're the racist. That makes you a fucking racist. Go back into history. Don't go back into his history and where they whitewashed everything, and where were some songs that were written by black artists that were sung by white artists, or vice versa, and motherfuckers had a problem way back then, and we're still having that fucking problem. Is what I gotta say to that. That's ridiculous. We're moving forward and we're moving along, and whoever doesn't move forward, you're gonna fall the fuck back. You're going to fall the fuck back, and you will look mediocre and ridiculous. Okay? Do I say things like, oh my gosh, I would never step my foot into Germany? Like, that's the only place on this planet that I feel like I will never go and go and see anything that has to be historical. Why? Because I feel like I would be disrespecting my ancestors. I will go in there where something fucking atrocious happened, not because it wasn't happening in the United States of America, but I was born in the US, and so now I'm sitting here comfortable, sitting right next to one of the biggest monsters possibly, you know, in this whole game, you know, in this whole fuckery. Yeah, maybe I'm sitting here, but am I gonna go and give more to another country that has such history? No, I'll go and stick my ass to a museum here in the United States, which probably has the same information, because I don't want to disrespect my ancestors. Yeah, I have Jewish ancestors. That's fucking hurtful. And because I'm a spiritual person, I cannot go into this place where there has that much pain in regards to my people, because they are my people anyway. And if you go back into Jewish history too, their original blueprint is still alive, well, and kicking. And most of them are RH negative, number one, and number two, they're fucking black. I'm gonna be pulling the books, because I have books in my storage. Oh, we'll be talking for days, honey. Okay, for days. Okay, and there's Jewish people nowadays that they're like, oh my gosh, it's like a stigmatism to that. Not a stigmatism, it's like a taboo for them to see a black person be a Jewish. And we have these issues within all of our communities, and it will be fixed, because these millennials aren't playing games with you alls. They're not. They will sit there and leave your asses behind, get these mixed babies, and your ass is gonna be left the fuck out, and they will annihilate their families, because they're not gonna stand for the bullshit. So don't come to my channel. Again, don't come to my channel. Don't come to my life. Don't come anywhere near me with this, oh, Madeline doesn't like white people bullshit, because I don't think that way. I don't like white, pink, purple people that aren't righteous. If you're not righteous, you shouldn't be next to me. If you're selling people off, if you're doing shit that you're not supposed to be doing, when it comes to things outside of righteousness and outside of the scales of Ma'at, then I can't fuck with you. Okay? Then outside of the third eye of Basset, I can't fuck with you. Okay? Outside of the yin and yang of the sphinxes, because there were two. If you guys look at the tablet in between the current sphinx, you will see two sphinxes. I don't know where the other one went. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was a spaceship and it fucking left. I don't know. But I've been sitting here talking for almost 30 minutes, explaining to people how I'm not a racist. So I will see you guys, I guess, in the next video. And in regards to spiritual things, to touch on another little topic in regards to spiritual things. Yeah, there are certain things that I can do that maybe if let's say, let's reverse. Let's say I go to India and there's certain things and powers over there that I have to respect, and certain grounds that I have to respect, and there's certain powers that they may have that I might not have as a spiritual worker, that has a lot to do with their lineage, because they're dealing with certain ancestors that I don't have, and I'm dealing with certain ancestors that they don't have. So yeah, there's certain things that white people and their ancestors, some of which that don't have ancestors at all outside of this planet, are not going to be able to fuck with. So yeah, I understand that, and I say that too, okay? Especially with all these fake deities that did not exist. Not fake deities, I mean, they were created in the ethers, and they might have powers in the ethers, but some of them were not on this planet. Some of them, like your whitewashed Jesus Christ, that motherfucker was never on this planet as a white man, Okay, his original blueprint was black. He was sitting here walking. The Bible says that he's black. That figure that you guys are using is not the real Jesus. I don't give a fuck who tells you what. Show me otherwise. Okay, these little links that people are showing on their videos, and let me prove to you that Jesus Christ, and we have proof of that. We have, of course, we have proof that there's certain things that did exist and that didn't exist in the Bible. But these characters, their fucking bones, none of these things have ever shown up or existed or have proven to be and will never be proven to be fact. Like, for example, they have bones of Mary Magdalene, which they can just test and see whether those bones were a white woman or not. Will they ever know whether it's actually Mary Magdalene? Probably not. Okay, that's my rant. I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please comment below. Oh my God, we'll talk about it all day, because I have food for thought for you, Cookie. All right, that's it. I'm done. I've been talking for 30 minutes. I will see you guys in the next video. Much love to everyone. Bye.